On Christmas morning, Mom called and said, "We've set a special table for your brother's kids, but yours might be too disruptive." Dad added, "It's probably best if you don't come this year." I didn't argue. I just said, "Understood," and stayed home. By noon, my phone was blowing up. 31 missed calls, a video chat, and a voicemail. I played it twice. At 0:47, Dad said something that made me cover my mouth and sit there in silence. I was folding laundry when Mom called. I'm 35, married to Angela, with 2 boys, Micah, 6, and Jonah, 4. Jonah's on the spectrum, doesn't talk much yet. Loud noises overwhelm him, but he's brilliant. Lines up dinosaurs by color, taps rhythms that match background music, hugs like his life depends on it. Mom's voice was tight. "We've set a special kids table this year. For your brother's kids. They're older." I waited. "So Micah and Jonah sit with us?" Long pause. "We think Jonah should stay with you, so things don't get disruptive." Before I could respond, Dad cut in. "It's probably best if you guys sit this one out. Less stress for everyone, especially Jonah." I didn't yell, just said, "Understood," and hung up. Angela came downstairs. "Change of plans," I said. "We're staying in." We made cinnamon rolls, opened presents. Jonah lined up his dinosaurs by the tree. Micah made them talk in silly voices. We danced to Christmas jazz. I kept glancing at my phone. By noon, 31 missed calls, mostly from my parents, a few from my sister, 2 from my brother. Then came the voicemail. Dad's voice was calm, almost amused. At 0:47, Dad chuckled. "She should have known better than to let Tyler bring that kid. I mean, the boy doesn't belong at a family gathering. Not like this." That kid. Not Jonah. Not his grandson. That kid. I sat there staring out the window while Micah raced Hot Wheels down the hall. Angela peeked in, saw my face, left coffee on the nightstand without asking. That night, I went down a rabbit hole. Old voicemails, group texts, birthday photos. Jonah was never really in them. Last Christmas, my brother's kids front and center in matching red sweaters. Angela and I near the end. Micah holding a candy cane. Jonah, not in the shot. He'd melted down when his cousin grabbed his toy. Too loud, too bright. Angela took him to the den. They missed dinner. No one brought them a plate. No one noticed. I closed the photos and stared at the ceiling. Everything lined up. The comments, the schedule changes, the looks. 3 months later, I got invited to speak at a non-profit gala. They asked me to share our story, raising Jonah, building community in unexpected places. I said yes, not for closure, for control. 2 weeks before the event, Angela and I sent formal invitations, cream envelopes, gold foil. We invited friends, colleagues, teachers, neighbors, and yes, my family, addressed to Trace and Elaine Holloway, just names. The night came. I stood backstage in a navy suit. Angela squeezed my arm. "You're about to change someone's life tonight." I stepped onto the stage, lights warm, room quiet. Somewhere in the second row, my parents, faces unreadable. I told the Christmas story, the call, the side table that was never set, the voicemail, that kid. I didn't name them. I didn't have to. When I finished, the room rose. People clapped. Some cried. My parents stayed seated, stone still. Good. They were finally listening. The video spread. People shared it, tagged them in comments. They never called, so I made it permanent. I changed Jonah's godparents to the dads from our support group, men who showed up more in 6 months than my family had in 6 years. I updated our estate plan. Everything passes directly to the boys. No interference. I sent copies to my parents. No note, just facts. Here's what you lost. Here's how final it is. Weeks later, Mom showed up at our door. I stepped outside. Didn't invite her in. "I didn't realize," she whispered. "I didn't know how much we hurt you." "You called my son disruptive," I said. "You told us not to come. That's choosing comfort over kindness." I was scared. "No, you were protecting your image of what family was supposed to look like. Jonah didn't fit, so you pushed him to the margins. Why are you really here? We want to be part of your lives again." I studied her. Almost believed her. Almost. "You don't get to decide when you're part of our lives again," I said. "We moved on. We healed without you. Jonah's thriving without ever needing your approval." Tears welled in her eyes. "So that's it?" I nodded. "You didn't lose us because you made a mistake. You lost us because you kept making it. Even after we told you it hurt." I turned, opened the door, stepped inside. Some goodbyes don't need words, just distance.